Hi all, welcome back to Skies Above Britain. This is my chapter 4, Patrol 3, part 2. Yeah, I've started copying a bit across there and putting it all together, and I've named it wrongly. I can see I'm getting myself a bit muddled up with these numbers. I'm sort of cutting corners when I'm doing it on the computer to try and make it quicker and easier for me when I'm naming them, and that's that's the risks. So I'm pretty sure this is chapter 4, Patrol 3, and this is part 2, because you see we're in the middle of things here. So hopefully that's the case. Yeah, so I was missing all day yesterday. Just got back. So I'll get a little bit done tonight, still off tomorrow, and then back to work. But yeah, work's not terrible at the moment, so I'm sure I'll get in and about, and we'll get to the end of this quite soon. Now, I'm going to have to keep it in my mind that when this does come an end, sometimes you don't prepare ahead, and you sort of like, well, what do I do now? I did get this Trisman just to set up, and my intention was to have had a little playthrough myself, I thought. Not a war game, probably something that not a lot of you were interested in. Tim, who's been following along here, did mention that he was curious about it, so I thought I might put it under the camera. Haven't really got. I mean, it's difficult when you come up the stair and you want to get. It shows you how keen I am on keeping this moving, because I'm enjoying that, and then I can't drag myself away to the other table. But there's going to come the time when this is going to end, and we're closing in on that now. So I need to think about that. Anyway, yeah, I can see we're in the bombers order here. So this is first round of bombing, and I've flipped over the bomber cycle cars here to say we're at the disengage step. We can see the red cubes are still on here, and I want to say there was also a nice little score on the board of 6. Right, unfortunately we only had 6 Keta we must have had in this patrol, but we've got 6, and we've got 1 bomber kill. It does look like it's there's another 2 points sitting for the taking. We've got 1 hit check to make. Another 2 points sitting for the taking, but maybe not much more than that. I suppose I could maybe get 3 at it. I think I was intending coming back in though, wasn't I? Because chapter 4 didn't start. I mean, to be honest, 7's alright. 4's not so great, but we're trying to keep this excellence going. So this is the last chapter. So obviously I'm going to try my hardest to get that. Don't need to get it, but it's a challenge there that's, to be done, to be hopefully achieved. Well, we'll try and achieve it, but so that might mean I might take chances and go back in. Anyway, before I carry on any further, a few comments to make. Couple of interesting things came up, and one that I've not quite got my head around. A couple of comments I've maybe not got my head around, but let's just see. This is back. I'm not sure if that's maybe a bit glary, is it? Well, I'll read through it if you. Yeah, I think you can see that. You probably can. It doesn't look too great when I'm looking through the view, the camera here. This is chapter 3, Patrol 7, part 1. This was from Hal, sort of mentioning about the cube situation. Well, I might take some of this on board. I don't know the easiest solution, because the cubes are gathering up a bit, and they're all on the pilots, and you have to look up to see what the pilots have got before you. Well, Hal's suggesting that we put these on the fighters. I think I did mention this possibility. I think mainly just when I was using the skills. Why not put them on the aircraft and then put them up on the pilot once they've used them? Because it felt kind of strange bringing them down on the aircraft once it had been used. It didn't really... felt like it didn't fit that. So his suggestion was I put it where put the green cube for green pilot, blue cube if I got a skill, and red cube if I'm fatigued on the aircraft. I was doing... Yeah, see, he's putting them on the aircraft, so he's using the same coloured cubes as me. I've got them up there on the pilots. I've got green cube, he's green. He's got blue if veteran, is it? No, blue if it's got a skill. Well, that's the same. So he's doing the same, but he's putting them on the aircraft. And then red if fatigued. And then, of course, I'm using red markers when they're finished, but I think he does that as well, as we'll maybe see further on. That way you don't need to keep looking up at the squadron display to see status. Yeah, and I found that was annoying me a little bit. Because I need to look up and say, has he got a skill? No, he's not. Is he a veteran? You know, but the skill part in particular. If the pilot uses a skill, the cube is placed back in the pilot in the squadron display. Well, I think I did suggest at one point that would have been a better way to have done it. So I agree with that part about it. I don't... He's putting all the cubes on the aircraft, and I don't really want that clutter on the aircraft, but there's no great... As my reply was, there's no perfect solution to this, I don't think. I don't think I want all the cubes on the aircraft. Like, you know, we've got red 3 right now is green. So where is he? Red, is that red 3? No. Yeah, red 3's there. So right now he would have a green cube on him and then be marked finished. You know, I mean, it's a good way of following it, but I didn't... Well, you either have the clutter on the pilots or clutter on the aircraft, don't you? I'm not saying you can't see them still, and like I think he points out further on, was that I use a yellow cube for veteran privileges. I did suggest that I've got yellow cubes somewhere as well, and that maybe they could be used for something else for veteran privileges and place that in the aircraft as well. See, that means you're going to have all the aircraft cluttered up with cubes. It does say that the 3 cubes fit nicely without covering the colour and the aircraft number. But I'm moving these aircraft about a lot. I move them when I'm going to disengage here. I'm moving them. If I'm moving them with like 3 cubes on them, that's going to be... Right now, before I move these and set them up, I'm going to take all these red cubes off them. In fact, I mean, I can start doing that now. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to sort all the aircraft into a sort of structured kind of sort of probably 2 rows aircraft. I mean, sometimes I've skipped that step, but you can imagine right now if I had green cubes and blue cubes all over them and whatever, and I'm moving them about and that. I know what you're trying to get at, Hal, and some of your points are good, and maybe some will, and maybe I will look at this and possibly bring something different in. But I think as we're closing in on the end of this playthrough, I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing for now. Yeah, you're right. I did struggle with the cubes and a bit. So I think there's something better that needs to come up, but I'm not sure if I want to clutter up all the aircraft with them. That's the thing. But thanks for your thoughts on that. It's just occurred that you will never have 4 aircrafts. And then he also puts a red cube in the aircraft when done. Yeah, okay. So carrying on, Tim congratulating me on resisting the urge to go for more points there. Right, this was one of Stu's comments here at the 27-minute mark. I had to look at it carefully. At least he's got a timestamp, so I eventually realised what he was meaning. I think I want to say maybe my first comment was, not got a clue what you're on about here, probably. No, not with this one, I wasn't. So I must have understood. What I had to think through it, I think what he's saying is, if they've dropped their bombs, he would take a chance and only roll the 1 die, using the out of the sun. If they haven't dropped their bombs, he would use the 2 dice. Because it's more important getting at the keta, blah, blah, blah. I says, okay, probably wise words, cheers. And then he comes back telling me that I just made that up. Sounded good though. And I'm like, oh, okay. It sounded like wise words, but I mean, fair enough. So with that, he mentioned this further back. This was his comment, and it said, Fate box +1. I'm sure I brought this up. Fate box +1 in both roles. For veterans, it's in the... And then his follow-up comment was, it's in the rules. So, and what he's meaning, well, at least what I think he's meaning, that is when you're in a fate box, you could sometimes roll 2 die rolls. You could make 2 die rolls. And I did wonder and ponder on it at first that if your pluck enabled you to affect both the die rolls. And I thought, I did think, it doesn't feel right. And then Tim made a comment saying, well, it does just say one die roll, so I don't think so. Well, Stu apparently believes it's so, or whether this is one of his many house rules. I don't know. So I tried to find out more about it. So he just said to me it's in the rules, and I said, well, if it's in the rules, can you show me? Didn't reply to that. So I made this comment here. So I says, okay, so is this made up too? Fate box +1 on both rolls for veterans is in the rules. If not, where is it in the rules? And then, unfortunately, the reply I get from him is, I play random events and graduated replacements as a completely different game. So I replied back, so it's not in the base rules, and anybody that's watching clearly knows I'm not playing with any optional rules. So if you're making a comment like that, it's in the optional rules, then maybe highlight that for anybody else watching, for one thing. However, I then went and looked through the optional rules, in particular graduated replacements and random events. And I'm not saying I studied it like with a fine tooth comb, but I can't see anything in that tells me that I get a +1 on both the die rolls and the fate boxes. So again, I was going to add to that comment on that, but I thought, well, I'm just going to put it in this part of the video. So if you're watching Stu, or somebody else knows what he's meaning by this, let me know. I'm not playing with optional rules though, so if this is just an optional rule, or if it's a house rule, let people know at least, so anyway. Well, this is from the next part. This is chapter 3, patrol 8, part 1, I think it is, 381, yeah. Yeah, this is interesting and not something I knew about, and so I'm glad Tim's brought this to my attention. So it's at the 29-minute 58-second mark. If all 3 bombers on a tile are destroyed or fallen, it doesn't automatically isolate the tile. Now, I was talking about this, wondering about it, because I wasn't too sure. We were attacking from the nose, and we had the disruption penalty. Is that right? Yeah, we weren't allowed to disrupt. Okay? So I think this is what this was, if I'm right. The tiles next to it are still considered to be adjacent to a tile. The tile doesn't get removed. The only exception is if it is the only adjacent to one other tile. And then he links me this thread, which I've went and had a look at, and I said, interesting, thanks, we'll go and look more into this. I'm struggling to get through that thread and understand it. I'm going to look more into it. I just don't want to do it now. What I'm going to do is pay more attention to if I'm ever in this position again, and I'm not entitled to the disruption result, and if the 3 bombers on that tile are destroyed, then I'm pretty sure that's going to trigger something in my head to say, look, Grant, that doesn't isolate that tile. Now, I don't think we did this. I don't think we isolated the tile, and things moved on a bit after that, but I still don't think I blundered into that mistake, which, to be honest, I didn't really know about this. I suppose I was asking the question there, and this is what Tim's trying to help me out with. So, going to look more into this, because this thread is a bit heavy going. Now, okay, I wasn't just sitting down with all the time in the world to go and look at it and carefully think through it. So that could have just that might have had a bit more to do with the fact that I'm finding it a bit heavy going. So we'll come back to look more into that. So is this also related? Yes, this is related. So 5750 mark, where I'm also talking about trying to isolate this tile. So he's, and I don't think I do it because I don't think I get the final hit, but I ask the question because I look at it and say, oh, what happens if? And he said, the tile would not be removed and you score no points because it is not possible to isolate tiles since you must ignore disruption results. Of course, we're coming in from the nose with the penalty. Is it the nose or the tail? No, it's the nose, isn't it? Nose low. Yeah. We've got that penalty. So I did wonder about that, and I thought, well, hang on, can I isolate tiles? Because I can't do disruption. But I suppose I concluded that Well, if all bombers on that tile are destroyed or fallen, then surely that tile has to be removed out of the... It has to get taken out, which would then isolate the single tile that was adjacent to it. Now, pretty sure I didn't do it. I'm hoping that I didn't do it. I think it's just me talking about it, doing it. And I would have done it, I think, but I don't think I quite got the results. So, and he carries on, and disruption is the only thing that causes isolation. See aforementioned BGG thread, which is the one that he talked about. So I said, oh, okay, good stuff, exploring the link thread as we speak. Well, I was exploring it briefly and it got too much for me, Tim, but I'll clearly have to go back and look at that. Now, the good thing is, it's only, what's the word? It's only going to apply. That's not what was the word I was looking for. It's only going to happen if I'm getting that disruption penalty. So I'm coming in nose low. So if I'm in that position again throughout the rest of the playthrough, I'm going to look more into that. Or basically, what I'm going to do is not isolate the tile. So if this is attached to, it's got one tile attached to it here and one tile attached to it here, and I go destroy, fall in, destroy, then I know that they're staying intact. When I get that, if I ever get to that situation again, though, I'm then going to look more into finding out about this, because, I wouldn't have thought that. There you go. So I'm really glad he brought that up. So thanks for that, Tim. A couple more things after this, I think. Sorry, you might be seeing some of my other stuff. I know that's gone by. This is I'm quite interested in piano, classical piano. I took some lessons for a while. I can't really play very well, but I've pondered a little bit. This piece is amazing, and that's what that is. It's just, I suppose it was the image of the lady there that I want, maybe. There's other stuff you might be flicking through, seeing in it. There's nothing dodgy. It's just maybe some other things that of my own interest. And I should really pause the camera when I'm going through this. So that's 381. So let's find 382. It's just to save the 382. That must be that. That must be a long one as well, then, is it? Yeah, this is it here. Yeah. So okay. Right, so some further comments from 382, and then this pretty much this. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm getting a bit frustrated with YouTube. The words lone bomber must be triggering something. I want to say I've quite probably used that term myself as well, but I don't know. He was getting a bit frustrated there anyway. So this is a link to when I'm talking about why Jerry had come back and said, may I reply to this? I'm not quite sure I'm following what he's... I know Jerry had said that that he forgot that there couldn't be more Luftwaffe advantage cards than fighters. I know that. I know he mentioned that, and I was confused by why he had mentioned that. So it's maybe me that's missing something into the whole how this is moving along. But I'm quite happy knowing that if there's 5 RAF fighters, there can only be a maximum of 5 cards. If there's 3 RAF fighters, there can only be a maximum of 3 cards. I'm fine with that. I've never had a problem with that, but from the start, some people have said, why would they be able to allow why would a fighter be able to get more than 1 card if there's a restriction on how many cards you can get for the amount of fighters? I didn't have a problem with that. I think when it first got brought up to me, I thought, well, it'd be a bit harsh if you had 1 fighter in the bomber formation area and you had to draw 4 cards for it. You know, I mean, that was my thinking. Anyway, that's straying off topic. So, the problem, the issue that I had, to me anyway, like I've said here, was that he was suggesting that 1 fighter could get more than 2 cards. So I don't know if this is related to this, and I'm just missing the point here. It could be. So maybe Tim might follow that up. I mean, it's not his. He's just, I suppose, just trying to point out where it is I'm being confused by that. But anyway, yeah, this is me talking about should I be attacking the bottom row here. Yeah, we get through this. We get through this in the end. An isolated tile with only one bomber is functionally equivalent to a lone bomber marker. Yeah, I get there in the end, and yeah, good stuff. But he's pointing that out. Me talking about Atlantic Chase. I've also been wanting to do a playthrough of Atlantic Chase. Would you be interested in playing it 2-player? I know the time difference would be a challenge. It would be an awful challenge trying to organise something like that, and I would feel a bit. But I mean, my main thing is, my reply was that I'm not sure it's my kind of thing. I play solo because I'm a terrible multiplayer. Yeah, I probably need to get out of that zone and try and do things like that. So I do appreciate the offer. It's just, I don't know. I just don't think it's me, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to that, but then maybe you'll say, well, no, you had your chance. That was right. That was it. You've had your chance. But yeah, I just like pondering away myself, I suppose. But I should try and get more involved. I've had an offer from somebody that followed some of my my stuff as well, who's in Scotland somewhere, and said maybe meet up, and I bottled out of that as well. It's just out of my comfort zone a bit, but it'd probably open up a lot more things for me to do. I've got a lot of these 2-player games here that I kind of would like to play again. I mean, Empire of the Sun, I go on about that game. I mean, heavy game, but really a 2-player game, and yeah, I kind of would like to play it again with somebody. It scares me a bit. But anyway, so yeah, this is me about to put a jammed result on a fighter with no ammo. In fact, I actually do put the jammed result on the fighter with no ammo. Now, he links page 59, which is always nice to get a link. I didn't look it up. I just believed what he said. Now, Stu, a while back, had mentioned that, and my reply here was that I just thought he was making a comment or suggestion. That, but apparently in the rules it says the rules say to ignore jam results on an independent fighter with no ammo. So there you go. Page 59. Already jammed or no ammo. If in a section, apply the jam result to another fighter in the section. If an independent area fighter, ignore the jammed guns result. So it's actually in the rules. I thought when Stu mentioned it was just one of his suggestions. But it made sense. There was no point having a fighter with no ammo in it that had jammed guns. There was no point, was there? And that's what I thought he meant. But it's actually in the rules. So I actually broke a rule there by putting that on, because it doesn't go on. But it's, it's a rule that, whatever. And this one was good as well. I'm glad you brought this one up, Tim, because I didn't know this, and I think in my reply, well, anyway, let's read his comment. It's at the 1 hour, 7 minute mark and 34 seconds. He's talking about, I had the page up there, I think. It's a veteran privilege, pull tight. So he says, no, it replaces all of the results in the card with a tight turn result. So, can I get a dogfight card? No, there's not one there. There's not any tail cards. Right, I better leave it then. So I was like, really? I was like, are you sure? It was one of the ones I had to go and look. And I says, yes, I did have to go and reread that, as I thought, what's he on about? So I kind of thought he'd maybe got this wrong, but the guy does seem to know his stuff, so why I was doubting that, I don't know. I said that makes much more sense and is far better also, thanks, cheers. Yeah, and it says, pull tight says, when tailed in a dogfight, replace the dogfight card's results with a tight turn result. So it replaces all the results with a tight turn result. So it just turns it into a turn, but you don't look at any of the icons, and you just put the fighter then becomes head on. So did I do that wrong then when we done it? No, I don't think we got the turn, did we? No, sorry, hang on. No, we did get the turn. That's right, we did get the turn. So I wonder if you got the turn and the results were kind of crappy, which I want to say the results for that weren't great. Am I not right in thinking I got a turn and then it was low ammo, which knocked the guy out ammo, put the swarm or rot in front of me, and I couldn't obviously shoot it down, something like that. I wonder if you could then interrupt. You know, you've went for a turn, you've actually got the turn, and you say, no, I'm going to pull tight to replace that result with a tight turn result. Sounds like you could do that if you get where I'm going with that. But anyway, thanks for bringing that one up, because that was I wasn't getting that at all. So there we go. I think there's just one more. Well, actually, I don't think this was just 24 minutes, and two comments. Yeah, it was my replies. His amazing performance there for chapter 3. I was like, thank you. That was it. That was it. Chapter 3. I can't recall. I've been watching some of it. Well, I must have watched that back today because I've just uploaded that, haven't I? Yeah. So that's fine. So I need to look more into this situation with the title become an isolated thing. I've got that thread open on the computer, so when I've got a bit more time and a bit more patience, I'll try and work my way through that. Right, 26 minutes in and we've done nothing. Well, it might be... Well, I don't know. I think we were going in again, were we not? Were we? I don't know. Give me a second. Right, okay, just to finish up on some of the comments. I just got another reply from Tim regarding what Jerry was meaning that time when he talked about that. What he thinks he was meaning was he was talking about a fighter having more than one card in error, because he then realised that now the fighters can't have more cards than fighters, and that's why he realised that error. So that's the bit that's blundered it all, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, I've got the good end of it now. It's a shame because I don't know if Tim changed the way he was playing it. Like I say, I've still not got around to watching enough of your video footage, Tim. Stu obviously didn't. He kept with it, so well done to you, Stu. But like I say, again, just trying to follow what the designer wants in the rules. And then, I guess Martin and maybe somebody following that thread that year ago might well have been putting it that way too. Now, is it a big thing? Is it a huge, big problem? Probably not. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that now, but I never feel bothered about things like that. If I've read something, interpreted that way, and then somebody's told me, you know, the designer's made a mistake with that, and it's been clarified now and whatever, then I'm fine with that. My playthrough still continues as it was and whatever. But I don't know. Actually, I don't know if does it make it easier? Does it make it harder? I don't know. We had a few fighters that were targeted more than once when we were doing it that way. But does that make it easier or does it make it harder if you get? I don't know. I would dare say somebody might come up with some thoughts on if it'd be easier or harder. But anyway, it's water under the bridge now. It's gone. So that's that. Right, let's get gameplay. So yeah, first 30 minutes of this video are just you yakking on, Grant. So how many points did I say we got? We've only got 7. We've only got 7. Yeah, I need more. I'm pretty sure I was definitely going to be doing more here. So hang on. We've disengaged. What I'm going to do is a lazy disengage, I think, and because we've only got one hit check to make, so let's make that hit check and let's make it happen. So a 3 or higher, that's good. It's a 9. Okay, that's good. So that's just trivial. So looking around, quite a few I got this guy no ammo. How did that happen? You know what I want to say was hit, and it was a return fire that was an ammo. I seem to recall getting one of them recently. So it might well have been that. Yellow Weeder. Yellow Weeder, that's every. So, yeah, I must have been seriously considering about cancelling that then, was it? Interesting. I've not cancelled it. Which is, yeah, quite interesting. Okay. Maybe at the time I thought I wasn't going to be coming back in. So, and we've got jam guns here on this guy. And the rest is just low ammo. And in fact, this guy's got no issues at all. So, if we come in, we've got 1, 2, and remember, the no ammo. I mean, is it silly having him about still? Probably. It's just not only has he got a lucky charm, he's got that vision that allows, but then he would then need to be targeted as the target of the helper eyes or whatever. So, yeah, probably is silly. Right, hang on though. Are we not jumping the gun here? Well, not really. That's the bomber's order done. We've done the hit checks. There's no cruise order. And yeah, we're now deciding, do we want to go back in? So do we send Yellow Leader home? Who's T Yellow 3 as his green? Oh no, he's not green. He's not green. So he's not got a green pilot to protect either. Right, what's the most you're going to do here, Grant? 1, 2. So you've got to have something else. So is it this here with the wing damage? Is that as much as we can do? I mean, I would want to put 2 on this. I could take a chance with 1. I would want to put 3 on this. Could take a chance with 2, but there's a gamble there. I could look through the discard pile. I'm not going to do that. That just feels sort of wrong. So 2 here, 3 here. And remember, I wouldn't be wanting to chance my jam guns and certainly not my no ammo, which I think I'm sending ammo on home. So that's 5. We've got a full 12 here, aren't we? 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so, but 2 of them sort of don't apply here, do they? So we've only got 10, but that's 5. You put another 5 on that. 3 points, Grant. It's 3 points. Yes, I'm doing it. And here's Tim now shaking his head saying, look, I just praised you recently for not trying to be greedy and take some extra points. You were and now you're doing it. Right, so I'm going to send Yellow Leader home then. Yeah, I think you do. So I'll put him up on the RTV track. What about the guy with jam guns? No, you're as well keeping him around. Yeah, you're as well adding that to 1. I mean, no, I don't fancy doing it here or here, to be honest. But we could do it on the other wing, or even if you wanted to have a wee chance at a lucky shot on something. Right, let's set stuff up. Well, we're not obviously going after that. We're not going to be going after that tile, or that tile, or that tile for that matter. So it's just this, and this, I think, seems wisest. And then, okay, if I want to go for a random, put it on something else on that. So let me set up some thoughts. Yeah, okay, I've been messing about a bit. I mean, I'm not sure about this nonsense. 2 on this, I'm fine with. 3 on this, I'm fine with. You've got 1 backup in each of these. And then I realised that 4 on this was 1 backup anyway. This is a green pilot, by the way. That's why I've tried to pair him up with that. But he's got jam guns. So this is a sort of like, we might get lucky. Isn't it safer maybe just putting them both behind us? I did have them both here already, but then I figured it was maybe overkill. But when you're looking at isolated tiles, I'm not sure the damage results are as good. So this is an isolated tile, not a lone bomber, remember. So, and there's no, well, it's probably likely we're going to knock it out of the formation on the first hit. So then it's going to be a lone bomber with 2 hits on it, I'm hoping. And then you've got backup. So maybe just go for this and then, yeah, it's a star. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's give it a try, yeah? So where are we better to start? I was thinking maybe here, but I don't know. Yeah, let's keep these. Well, you know what? We'll keep these for maybe a cheeky little. Well, that's the thing. If you're going to do that, why not take a chance and take a couple of these off? And then add to that maybe. I mean, we could add 2 more to that by taking a chance. I think you're starting to take too many chances now, Grant. I think this is turning into something that you might regret. I could take a chance with this one because he's got an engine. Remember, 2 engine hits and they go down. So we could take one of them away. Green, now we've got a couple of fatigue pilots up there as well, so we've got to watch that as well. Green leader's not fatigue, but is this really helping up here though? Anyway, I mean, it gives another chance at a possibly drawing a cockpit or something. I don't feel like taking both of these off of that though. And remember, you do need 2 more on that unless you get lucky with the engine, of course. So if you do take that away and you miss with that one, then you're needing the engine or that's it. I probably should leave it the way it is. Because I don't think this is going to help much there, is it? This is... I mean, unless you bring the 2 and make this 4. If you make 4, I'm going for that. So then, hang on. So then 1, 2, 3. Actually try grab 4 points. It's too... Yeah, it's not right, Grant. It's not right. It's not right. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm staying where I am. And in fact, I'm going to just go in here first, right now. Right here, and take this guy out. Okay, so yellow 2. Lone bomber. So bottom row, middle column. Just needs the damage. Damage low ammo. He's gone. So all he done engine is... well, the engine didn't matter there because he had 3 hits on him anyway. So I said damage low ammo, isn't it? So he's no ammo. He's got the kill. So yeah, I mean, so it does mean this would be spare, but it could have went the other way. Now he's yellow 2. So let's clock up the kill for yellow 2. Yellow 2 as W. Yeah, he's fatigued as well. So W1, he's been around for a bit, yeah, from the beginning. That's his 6th bomber kill. And that's now our 2nd bomber kill off this patrol. Right, then moving on, we'll just do yellow 3 now as well. Lone bomber. So it's there again. Dorsal gunner hit low ammo, so he's now no ammo and done. So yeah, so I'm not kind of doing what I said I was going to do. I'm just going to go with that. So green 3, lone bomber. So bottom row, middle column, damage low ammo. So that works. He's not got low ammo yet. So low ammo, and this is a damage. We need to draw this thing. And then we could shuffle. And well, an engine would do it. So an engine, there's a fuselage that, well, it's a lone bomber anyway. So that was green 3. So let's go green 2. bottom row, middle column. And we get damage, return fire, however. Right, so it destroys that. So again, we would have had that extra. So it was dorsal gonna have. I don't need to draw that. Yeah, we would have had the extra one there as well, but so it wasn't low ammo. This is green 2. So you got the bomber kill there. Green 2 as I didn't set everybody up like maybe I should have done as well. I think I only had that one time where I was like thinking about things. Peters it is. Oh, he's got return fire. He's fatigued as well, by the way. So having return fire might be an issue there. Peters, that's his 8th bomber kill. Oh, I tell you what, he's heading towards his second skill because he's got 1 escort kill, so that's 9 in total. 1 more kill for Peters. However, he's got this return fire. Mind you, he's got a lucky charm to deal with it. So that's a 3rd bomber kill for this patrol. So we're looking for just trying to get 1 more and maybe a lucky shot. As long as if I get the 3, I'd be happy. So that was, no, he's not done yet. Return fire. And like I say, he does have a lucky charm. Return fire. This is return fire. So anything that sent him home with that would be fine. Right, what we got? We get a hat. Right, we get to look at this still though. That's a tough one. I mean, it doesn't look like a tough choice, but remember he's getting a -1 to this die roll, but you would still roll it in a 4, but you can cancel this grant. Ooh. Well, there's one to think about, because as it's hit checks, fate checks, and collision checks, isn't it? They got -1 to if they're fatigued. So, and if we didn't cancel it, he'd still have. No, he's still going to have his veteran ability to do in the fate box, which will cancel out the minus there. But the winged fate box isn't the best. Now, you might be saying, well, no, just do it. Use the lucky charm right now. But he could be involved in a dogfight still before the end of his patrol. So this is a nice low number. If I draw an 8, if he gets involved in a dogfight, I draw an 8, I chuck it back in the cart and then I use it, don't I? So it's, it is a valid decision to be thinking about, I think. So I'm going to leave it there. We're going to take a chance. I'm going to take that hit. So let's hope Peters doesn't roll badly. So that's him done. We've got the destruction. So green leader, bottom row, middle column. Damage low ammo, doesn't get to do any damage, but he is now marked no ammo. So every one of them was a hit. So yeah, well, we're doing it's isolated tile now, so it might be slightly different. In fact, that one we just drew was a green hat and a 6 distress number. A distress would have worked here, but no damage. So maybe that was a good one. This slide by. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to do blue leader. Isolated tile. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as a distress number. So middle row, middle column. Yeah, so dorsal going to hit low ammo, and it's a 5. So this is going to become fallen. Oh, Grant, have you done that the wrong way? I probably have, haven't I? Because now all these fighters are off and this is attacking still an isolated tile. Less chance of taking it out. I think I wanted... No, I don't know what I was thinking there. That was stupid. I clearly should have done these first. In fact, probably with the jam guy first, just to distress that and make it a lone bomber, and then he could have come in with a hat. Well, sort of. To be honest, this was a long shot anyway, but that was the way. That was an error. That one. So this then falls out. Right, that's going on the fighter. That's going on the bomber tile, and can I just move that up a little bit with these two going for this one here and put him there. Does that work? Good enough there. So knocked him out with a 5. He becomes low ammo, and it's a dorsal gunner hit. That was that one there. So got the damage though. Got the damage. Remember that first one was a tricky one. We didn't not want to get damage, and in fact, that was important because the card just before that did not deal damage here. So now we're sort of back on track. Although we did draw a lot of every one of these, all 5 of these were damage on the one bomber. I'm wondering if I should maybe be cheeky and go across here. I feel like we're going to get a miss sometime soon, and we've only got 1 spare here. No, stick with it, Grant. Blue 2, bottom row, middle column, dorsal gunner damage, low ammo, return fire. So another dorsal gunner. So we've only got 1 more. We've got 2 fighters left and only 1 hit required. Here's how we're getting return fire. Who's this? Blue 2. Blue 2 is Steeds Andrew, but he's veteran but not got Lucky Charm, sadly. So yeah, can't really do anything about this one. He will take a puck to the fate box with him, but right, it is return fire though. Oh yes, I'll take that, thank you. So it becomes lost contact. Don't mind if we do. He's no ammo, so yeah, I'll just put him up in the lost contact box. He's done all he needs. We don't need to bother with a red cube on him. Yeah, that was good. That was a good result. That could have been a lot worse. Right, let's finish this one off. So blue 3, bottom row, middle column, just needs 1 more hit, and there we go. We've got it. So we don't need to worry about that. The last one. So it was damage low ammo. So no ammo, and again, I'm not going to bother drawing the damage. Chuck that away. He's destroyed as well now, and that was blue 3, wasn't it? Blue 3, who's D. Davison, going along well, Billy. Alright. Going along very well. That's your 5th kill. So, again, I'm just chucking them down for a Lucky Charm. They're really good, aren't they? Like Stu said that way back at the beginning. He gives everybody a Lucky Charm. Okay, I know this. I need another blue cube. Give me a second. I'm not quite sure why I haven't just brought all the wee boxes of the cubes across. That's the few times now I've had to go across. They're sitting across there. Look, they're sitting across there on the left. Red, blue, and green. I'm not sure where the yellow ones are. I think these are. Where are these from? Is it Terraforming Mars, maybe? I think. Anyway, so yeah, Davidson gets Lucky Charm, and yeah, we're keeping it the way we were doing it and giving him it right away. He's got a Lucky Charm. Bomber kill. Over the other side, that's 4 bombers now down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so yeah, just a slim shot at the last one, really, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's right. That's fine. So he went no ammo. That's a marked finish, and then we do need to just go through the process of drawing this last one. It was a straight up damage, which does nothing. Yeah, that's unfinished. Okay, so just to finish this things off, 49 minutes. Yeah, we should wrap this part up, I think. As in this patrol up as well, is what I'm meaning. So let's have this long shot of this. Does it matter which one goes first? I don't think so. So let's do red 2. So isolated tile this time. So middle row, middle column. Here we go. So it is dealing damage, low ammo and a 5. Yeah, and see, if you'd done that the right way about, he would be falling. So that's what we've only got 3 on that. So he's not going to fall out of the pack. I've marked him low ammo, so the 5's not going to matter. Oh, we're only one short as well, aren't we, once we put the damage on. However, I'm not wanting to put a damage on this. I'm wanting to draw a cockpit right now. Oh gosh, they're never gonna believe me if I draw a cockpit right now. Everybody's going to be switching off. Don't draw a cockpit, man. Don't do it. At least make it look good and get one of the ones that you need to roll a 12 for. That'll cheer Tim up. Sorry, I'm just mucking about. Okay, damage, here we go. We need a catastrophic result of some sort. Well, we've got a chance. Fuselage with an 11, not a 12, an 11. I can do this. I can do this. Come on. Let's do it. Oh, no. 6. Right, well, one last slim chance. And, well, we need the guns to not jam as well, don't we? Right, I do him, it was low ammo. Yeah, it was a 5. So, last one, isolated tile. Middle row, middle column. Well, it is damage. It is a straight up damage. Low ammo. Yeah, well, you would technically still receive low ammo, but the damage might not happen here. Damage low ammo 6. Well, we're never going to get to the 6. So it's just all about if we're getting to draw the damage marker here. An even die roll result says we are. So kind of hoping for this. Yes, come on. Yeah, we can still do it yet. Right, so last chance. Damage marker coming out here. Just something to give us a little chance. Oh! Oh, man. What can I say? Honestly. What can I say? Last damage out of the cup. Boom. Yeah, people are switching off, Grant. They've had enough of you now. They're like, suck it. Well, I'm carrying on playing, guys. I'm afraid that's just the luck of the draw. And it seems I've got an abundance of it. So red 3. A cockpit drawing shit. And he had jam guns. He had to draw that. He had to get a even result first to get it happening. Yeah, there's a lot of head shaking going on. Red 3, well, I'm scoring up the points, I'm afraid. Red 3 is G. Yes, that's Paul. Well done. Seen Paul yesterday. Helped me out with something. Good lad. Very good lad. Bomber kill. There you go, Paul. Yeah, let's see. He's a bit of an aviation fan. So, good for him. He's green now. Yeah, he was green. That didn't matter. He's jammed. His guns were jammed. He managed to squeeze out some nice shots. Took it down. Oh, dear. Right. Oh, well. It happens. Maybe just to me, but it happens. Right, okay. Everything done there. That is now disengage time. Right, I'm going to have a lazy one here. Again, we've only got the one hat. Could have done with bringing this in a bit, but there's no hits up here. This is only hat. Now, he is fatigued. So we're getting a -1 at this roll. We need a 3. So was this a mistake? Because we could have cancelled that. With a -1. It was. Well, it's a mistake up to now, but... So, green 2... Yeah, I mean, you might be saying, see, that's what happens, Grant. So green 2 is, and it's, oh no, I thought it was every. No, have I got the wrong one? Oh, Peters it is. Peters, yeah, because he's fatigued, yeah. So he's still got his pluck in there. Now he's still got his what's that, lucky charm, but that's now no good to him. He had his chance to use that and he chose not to, or I chose not to for him. He probably wanted me to, but I overrode that and overrode that and said no, we're not doing that. Yeah, I had him. Oh no, I didn't make the comment. Did I forget? Or not uploaded it yet? Yeah, me working out some percentages and some odds and whatever, and I come up with, what was it? I had a third of a chance to get something, and I calculated that to be a 33 to 1 chance. Yeah, I'll just leave that there. And I'll hopefully I've made a comment in the header so that I don't get dog's abuse for it. I might still get dog's abuse for saying it. Yeah, sometimes my head doesn't work properly with things like that, so that's how it goes. Right, we've disengaged. Yeah, I can still just use these guys. I would like to move things, but, well, you can, Grant. Just do this a bit. To be honest, we don't need these anyway. We can just pile them up over here. This has still got its destroyed marker, so I can bring these guys across here just to get a bit closer to the action. Right, there we are. But of course, we're going to go escort reaction now, aren't we? And the good thing about finding out that all this is, you know, there was mistakes and we were doing it wrong and whatever, is that when I do pick somebody out of here, I'm not trying to put them back anyway to randomise again, so that's good. Yeah, well, let's hope Peters doesn't suffer something, because it feels like a mistake now. I think you could see it was one of the ones. Right, escort reaction. So we've got 2 escort stations, both heavy 109s, starboard and port. Yeah, probably like to see something, and quite often if you get one flank, you get the other, so, well, and obviously we don't want an ambush. Actually, we've got a fighter that's lost contact as well, so he would be targeted by the ambush, I think. Right, escort reaction, here we go. Starboard to port, we don't want, 2 in each. No ambush, but 2 help arrives in both starboard and port. A reduction in high, there's nothing in high, and then move from trailing to low. None of that's going to happen. It's not cloudy, so the only thing that's going to happen is these 2. I wanted to do, no. Yeah, because the way you do things now, it's a bit. Yeah, I'm still struggling to how to deal with these. Right, okay, so I'm going to do starboard first and then port. Again, it doesn't matter here, does it? They're both the same. The sun's not involved in each escort station anyway. So it's fine, we can just draw 4 cards and randomly select 4 fighters. So I'm going to draw 4 Luftwaffe advantage cards. 2, 3, 4. That was perfect, right? Well done. So, and then the first one to get the first card is going to be so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't feel right, Grant. It's just the way I've done it there. Right, these are on the same sort of line. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reroll the rest. All right, that's what I've said. So this is for the card number 1. 12, we need a reroll. 5. Okay, so 5's getting the first Luftwaffe advantage card. Remember, they're all 109s, all heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be blue leader. He's got no ammo. So, yeah, okay, so I'm going to do him first, and then, yeah, okay, I'm going to assign them all. I can't quite think of a great way to do this. I feel like there might be a better way to do it. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 1 to 8. Just going the same way as we were counting there. and then re-roll the rest. 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got red 2, it's got no ammo as well. So he's the second one. Right, so I'm going to put them like this because I want to resolve this one first. I feel like I should be doing them in that order. Maybe it doesn't matter. So we've got still 7 left. So again, for the third card, and remember these first 2 are going to be from the starboard, and the next 2 are the port. 3 and 4 are from the port. It doesn't matter. There's no differences. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's going to get green 3. So he's got low ammo. And then finally, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 because I'm down to 6 now, am I? And then no rerolls required. And then we got a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be yellow. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, yellow 2 that's got no ammo. No, that's fine. I was about to say, I forgot about a guy that's lost contact. He doesn't get help. He doesn't get help, Grant. Just relax. Okay, so I'm going to just chuck these up here. Because that doesn't matter now about them. Probably want to turn that guy around, Grant. Yeah, just to tidy them. Yeah, so that's our 4 selections. So I'm going to move 2, 3, and 4 just out the way like that. And we're going to resolve 1, the very first one. And see what we got. Actually, out of these, what did we get? Blue 2. Blue 2. Oh, it's the only one in blue section that doesn't have a, what do you call it? Red 2. Red 2 does. That's John Brown. Blue 2 was Andrew Steed. Green 3 is K. Oh, I can't remember who that is now. He's just a regular pilot anyway. Kane. Yeah, he's regular. No no skill. And then yellow 2. Oh, yellow 2's Warren. So unfortunately he's fatigued though. So he's got a, what do you call it? He's got a lucky charm, but he's fatigued. Right, let's do this. Right, so this is the first one. 109's heavy. Head on, but however, if we glance across and read the event, bound, stiff heavy escort, add a swarm at tails your fighter. So we get a head on rotor and a swarm tailing. Head on rotor 109s and swarm tailing, sadly. I want to say this is one that we didn't have. That was bad then, wasn't it? So yeah, just double checking blue. Oh no, sorry, that's blue leader. No. Oh, I made a mistake there. Sorry, I've said he's blue 2. We're good. He's that's Moffat. He does have a lucky charm and veteran, and he's not fatigued. So I must have got something wrong there. Okay, so we've got no ammo though. Yeah, we're getting attacked head on first, so we're going to have to resolve that first anyway. Don't really want a hat because we could evade and get rid of this. Right, so head on 109s against independent. Head on 109s independent. It's a good one. Well, it's a good one as long as they don't collide. Collide and vanish. I mean, you've got to take a chance with a 1, haven't you? Because I think I can cancel that. It's just an icon on the dogfight card. I can cancel it. Oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough if there's a 1. Come on, Grant, focus in. All the cockpit chits that you keep drawing, you deserve some 1s. Right, here we go. Collision check. Oof, the opposite. 12. Just to be sure. So no collision and he vanishes. So great start. And then we move into tail manoeuvre. Well, yeah, I'm going to evade because I've no ammo, but also bear in mind, Grant, you are a veteran, so could follow my lead. Yeah, so I can actually cancel two things here because I've got follow my lead and I've got a lucky charm. This video's an hour and 5 long. But I'm going to persevere with this, so it's probably going to be an hour and a half-ish one just to finish this part off. So, right, tailed manoeuvre we've done. Oh, and we're evading 2 cards, Grant. 2 cards, independent fighter against 109s. Choice of 2. Alright, no, I'm zoomed out there. Let's just be the angle I'm trying to bring things down. So I've got a choice of a hit or a hit and a vanish. So we take the hit and the vanish, which is pretty good considering what we've got. So hit and a vanish. Do we use our ability? Well, he can't be targeted again. So here's the thing. Here, remember I was saying about the way we were playing the rules. Is it been easier or harder? Is it made whatever? Right now we know this guy can't be targeted again in this escort reaction. Because whereas before I was putting him back in the mix, then rolling again, he might be selected again. So I'm sitting looking at his skill, thinking, do I want to use his skill right now? So maybe that's been making it harder for me. There's one bit that clearly is something that you would think, well, that does, because I know he can't. Now, hold on, I mean, he could be the inbound vector marker could turn up Messerschmitts and he could be targeted by it. So there is that, but he cannot be targeted. He cannot be targeted on another help arrives. So that's that. What was I doing? It was a hit and a vanish. So this is vanishing. Yeah, so we can cancel the hit with a lucky charm or his veteran privilege for my lead. However, with a lucky charm you get to look at the marker, but then we've already tried a 3 and not cancelled that. I think we cancel this with the veteran privilege, don't we? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So, yeah, because I don't need him anymore for his privilege. At least I hope not. So he's upside down now. Still has his lucky charm, just in case maybe the Messerschmitts appear. He isn't going to be able to pluck anything, but he would need to be in a fate box to do that. So hopefully his lucky charm can keep him out of a fate box. And that's him done. And he can now return to... yeah, he can return. Yeah, I can return them because these guys are set aside. Right, I've got them all facing that way for some reason, so we'll just leave them like that. Right, number 2, let's go. So we have red 2 with no ammo. So who was this again then? Yeah, red 2, Brown, John Brown. He's veteran and he has a lucky charm. So tailed by a swarm. Still the German fighters are 110s. They are not. So tailed by a swarm. Which is okay. We've got no ammo, so we're probably going to do the same again. So, yeah, and looking back on Blue Leader there, he did complete in the first round. Yeah, so he's not lost contact. Right. No ammo here. Like I say, veteran can use follow my lead again, or he's got, what do we call it? So we're going to evade. Right, where's the swarm, Grant? Sorry. Tail by a swarm. There we go. Right. Evade. A hit or a hit and a reduction. Right, not so good this time. So we clearly take that one, the hit and the reduction. Again, we don't want to take the hit though. So there's the reduction. We are going to go round 2 with this one. So again, do we use the privilege? I think so. Remember, he's going to be involved. I think he still used the privilege here, can I? Yeah. Cancel the hat. think that's right. Mind you, I could look at the hat if I use the charm. And then keeps his pluck available. Probably, I don't know. It probably doesn't matter because we're going into round 2 and I'm probably going to use the pluck as well. I need to keep the hat off me. Right. I'm not sure if it matters. I get the feeling somebody might be telling me it does, and probably you should do it one way or the other. But I'm going to use his abilities, privilege to follow my lead to cancel the hit. So then this is still evading, so this reduces again down to a rota. Right, we're going to round 2, so he's now going to be lost contact, which is fine. Don't care about that. We go tail maneuver, he evades again. We still have his doodah, but we're fine this time. So a vanish or a reduction, we'll just use the vanish. We don't need to use his lucky charm, that goes away. That goes away. We can take that away and put him in the lost contact. Up there beside whoever it is, blue, whatever, blue 2 and red 2, there they are. Okay, number 2 done. Number 3, here we go. Who's this? Green 3. Let's say they all went perfect, I don't think. Yeah, this is just a regular pilot, so no fancy stuff here. Right, my battery's running short here as well, so I'm going to try and keep it going though. Tail by a swarm, if 110s, they are not. So it's tail by a swarm again. So it could be a tougher one, this. 109s. Yeah, and the last 2 cards were really good, weren't they? Yeah, I would like that and right now, actually. I'm going to evade. So 2 tail cards. Got the feeling we might not get, because both of them are pretty good. I think one was a reduction and one was a vanish. Nothing else on the cards. I would have liked that right now, but anyway. Right, here we go. 109's independent. Yeah, the feeling this might be okay. He's not green. I don't want this for sure. So we're taking that. Taking a green hat. He's not green, so no hat. Then this reduces because we were evading. Again, no hats, so that's a good thing. Round 2, however, so he's lost contact. We go in, we evade again. So now maybe I've got a green again, and we're taking it again. That's not terrible, I suppose, because we're not getting that. So we take this rather than the hat. He's not green, so no hits again. He reduces once more down to a rota. And that comes away. We go into round 3. We evade again. Maybe we can get away with this. Oh! I was going to say, oh no, we're not going to. We are. 3 green hats. So we take this one. So green hat is not green and a vanish. Wow. He vanishes. We don't take any hats. That's that. He goes lost contact. So he's up. I think it was low ammo actually. You know what? Just to be on the safe side, I don't think I'm doing it. I'm just going to chuck him no ammo. I wouldn't be doing it with him anyway. If he was to get somehow plucked out of there to be attacked, I might re-look at that. Oh god, we've still got another one. But I tell you what, we're dealing with them. Now yellow 2, we got something for that. We do. It's Warren. He's a veteran. He's got a lucky charm. However, he's also got fatigue. So, head on, Hun in the Sun. If escort station, it must be in the sun. No, it's not. Both of them, remember, were not in the sun. And I said 1, 2 here, 3, 4 here, but it didn't matter. But if one of them was in the sun, you would have to track that, so you need to watch that. But anyway, it's not in the sun, so we're getting head on against Rota, a 109s, so that's pretty good. And remember, like I say, he's got a lucky charm, so head on Rota. He's no ammo though, so let's not get carried away if he thinks he's shooting something down. So head on 109s, jammed and vanish. I'll take that. Jammed and vanish. That's right. Now there's the vanish. Now hang on, is this the one? If he's no ammo, he can't be jammed. So I know we just got told. Page. No. Oh, Tim went me did they not went me the page as well? I think he did. I think he did link me the page, and I've forgotten now. I don't think he can't be jammed if he's no ammo. Or is it the other way about? Jam guns 59. Jam guns. Already jammed or no ammo. If an independent RF fighter, ignore the jam guns result. Right, so yeah, so he doesn't go jammed. That was the first round, so he can just nicely settle back in the bomber formation area with the rest of these guys. Right, done all 4 of them successfully, nice and smoothly again. Yeah, I've had some decent results with these recently as well. I've just been sort of cruising through. I think when you start gathering up the lucky charms though, and you've got the veterans privileged to evade, it gives you 2 chances to cancel hits. So this is nothing to reduce, there's nothing to move, and there's no ambush, so we're done. Escort reaction. Right, moving on quickly because yeah, we need to, it's not really, yeah, I need to, right, chase. So I'm not going to chase. These guys are all going back to base though. Well, that's part of chase. They've got to do something with them. So, yeah, red, green and blue. They're all going in there. That's that. I've got one guy up there in Fate box. Yeah, remember in Peters, patrol complete. Well, we've still got guys out there, so no. So we need to spend some fuel. And then escort recovery, nothing suppressed, escort exit. So it's a 10, 109s. Just going to quickly rush through this. So the starboard one first is fine. The port one next is fine. There's no channel patrol number in that bit. Reform and then raid vector. Right, so this is going to move. Basically, we just want them to drop the bombs now, I think. So this moves into here, and we look at these 2. Yeah, flak was another thing that could happen in this area. So the sun's going to move even clockwise, odd counterclockwise. It's a 5, so odd counterclockwise brings it down to the port. And then flak. Right, so I'm not going to bother putting in the bomber tiles. I don't see the point in all that. However, we do get friendly fire, don't we? Randomly. Okay. So I'm hoping it's not going to be on some day that I've took a thing off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll re-roll the rest. So 3. So it's green leader. It's a good one. He's veteran and he's still got his lucky charm. So green leader, he does take a hit. Well, we can't. The veteran part doesn't, but we're drawing a hit, but we can cancel it. So it's very likely. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it should matter what it is here. You should cancel it, Grant. I think. Don't think, because nothing else is going to happen. It's a straight up hit, isn't it? Yes. Right, it's a 9 in the cockpit. Good, so I don't even need to think about it. That's right, isn't it? I mean, although it's flak, Lucky Charm just... Oh, stop. No, you're wrong. Get that 9 cockpit back out, Grant. Well, yeah, because it specifically says... Well, I don't know where it is now. We're going to have to go hunting for it. I will find a 9 cockpit though. There's one there. It specifically says, during a dogfight or the burst step of a bomber round, when you draw a dogfight or bomber card, cancel an icon. Wonder if I may have thought... Well, I don't think so. I feel like that's maybe the first time that's came up. So we don't get to cancel that. Page 52, flak. Friendly fire. Yeah, we draw that and perform hit checks. I mean, it's friendly fire, isn't it? So... Yeah, well, you know what? There's nothing in the rule. I was going to say I'm going to go and look at BGG, but no. There's nothing in the rules that says... It specifically says for a Lucky Charm during a dogfight at the burst step of a bomber round. You know, I would clearly say, and friendly fire doesn't sort of, there's no reference there. Well, this is bad then. Well, he's going to have a pluck. Now, was it Green Leader? This is Newman. Yeah, so he does suffer that, and we have to roll for that right now. Right, okay, come on, keep it going. 9 or better. Oh! More head shaking all over the place. Ah, dear. It's, yeah, okay. It's a farce. I know it's a farce. By all means, let me know if I did get that wrong and I was able to do something about that, but that's, I think we got that right. So, now there's another marker to come, and the raid's not dropped its bombs, so we're going to look at this other one as well, aren't we? That was all that. Let's see, I didn't put a damage marker on the bomber tiles because I'm not doing more, so we just need to get this wrapped up. Oh, new trade, and then, oh, you're having a laugh, really? Wow. Can that new trade help us out? I don't think so. Well, all the bomber tiles are isolated. Shift the rearmost bomber tile. If rearmost tile is isolated. If all tiles are already isolated and the raid marker is on the inbound track, it is, go to card -- and treat it as a raid result. Oh, okay. Oh, I think we're avoiding this flak. Good. New trade. There it's there. Raid marker is on the raid track. The raid marker is already on the track, which result affects the bomber formation area. If all tiles are already isolated, treat as a raid result instead. Bombers turn for home, but if the raid marker is already on the outbound row of the track, there is no effect. Well, it's not. So it's going to count as a raid result. So it counts as a raid result if the raid's not yet in play, and it also counts as a raid result if all the tiles are isolated. Well, that was a result then. Yeah, and if the bomber formation area does not have tiles yet, it places the bomber tiles. So we've scored there, because that now becomes a raid result, which is card 31, it's the next card, which says the bombers release their ordnance, move this into here. These all go away, so we don't do the flak, which is excellent. And we would draw the outbound markers. We're not going to bother. We have to roll for the sun again, which is pointless. Grant, why are you doing that? Even it's no, hang on, sorry. The sun is in the port. We've rolled. Sun is in the flank, so we've rolled even. It's going to the nose, right? Okay, that's a different one from the turn point. So it's going to the well, it's going back to where it was, and then yeah, that's it. And then we go back to card 12. No orders to give out. Card 18, bomber formation. We're going to return everybody to base. And then there's no escort reaction, no chase. Is the patrol complete? Is indeed yes. So going to bring these down because these don't have any issues, as do all the fighters that are down here that I'm not going to bother bringing back up because I'm just trying to sprint to the end here. So we will sort out the fight. All these fighters are fine. So yeah, RTB sequence. We've just got one. We've got one fate check to make. This would be devastating if he suffered for this, but maybe that would give you a bit of a lesson. That's me down to 5%, but oh, that's 10%. Right, we should be fine then. Doesn't mean I'm going to struggle to get another part in later. I mean, I'll plug it in, but when I say later, I'm probably not that far away. Give me a sec. Okay, so fate check in the wing fate box. Remember, he's getting a -1. He can use a pluck for a +1. We need an 8 to 12. Is veteran, so yeah. So we need an 8 to 12. But he's getting a -1 here. Remember. And I guess he gets -1 for all of them. Okay, so we've got a 10. How about that? Is this just like the best ever? Am I just like... There's nothing I can seem to do wrong. So 10 -1's 9. He lands his plane fine. I don't know if he's fatigued. Well, yeah, he's clearly fatigued, right? He's got a red marker on him. So I'm going to put him in the fatigue box. He's landed fine. He's obviously not going to be playing this next patrol because then he would be exhausted. His aircraft goes back. There's no fuel checks to make. We've done away with all them. There's no channel recovery, pilot update. We've nothing to scratch off. I'll come back when I start the next part to see if I want to add somebody new. I've got that option. Tallying points, I suppose we should just finish that off with. We've done exceptionally well, and a lot of it down to, yeah, you've got to say there was certainly some good fortune in there again. So 5-6 kit isolated, along with 5 bomber kills, which should never have been really, should it? So 11 points, amazing. Nobody bailed out, nobody wounded, nobody killed in action. Now that's probably put us back on track, because what did I say, we needed 8 point something. So 1 off of that gives us the 8. Then that takes us down to 10. 4 off of that, you're not quite there, Grant. But the way your die rolling and chit drawing goes, I'm sure people are sort of saying you'll be fine. Okay, I'll get away for now. I'll be back with the next part very soon. Once the battery's charged. So okay, cheers.